Yeah, said I gotta do better. Yeah, that's the motto. I get in the curse, my foot in the pedal and never let up. I dropped the L, now it's toll roll. Dubs coming first like it's walk-em-all, but tell them all. Yeah, can't come in last, no. I'm coming first, I ain't no slowpoke. Oh, it's toll. I said, oh, it's toll. I said, oh, it's toll. I dropped the L and it's down, I ain't no before.
What's up, guys? It's Toro. Came back for another video. Toro the Magi here. So I wanted to speak about blockages and how those manifest on our path to become the best versions of ourselves. Now, think about it. All right. The goal of this video is going to be to I want to be able to help people kind of see what I've gone through in my life and also provide a little bit of a solution. But at the end of the day, you choose whatever you want to do. It's your pathway, your journey. So, what is a blockage? What is are these mental hangups? Me personally, I believe a blockage to be any you can really tell when you have a blockage when you sense, let's say, something is involuntarily making you feel a certain type of way or think a certain way, and it's not what you want to think. Not How about this? I won't even say not what you want to think, but it kind of forces you out of your mindset, out of your flow. Maybe it's like, and then you also have to think about what is best for you. What is be honest with yourself. What is the best way for things to go throughout your day? I always like to think about things in the cyclic point of view of I have my days, my hours, my weeks, my years. What are some things that happen consistently throughout a day? You can figure that out by journaling more and understanding what your days look like more intact. But you can, after doing stuff like that, you can figure out, all right, whenever someone says this, whenever someone does this, whenever I do this, this happens, and usually I get upset or I get sad or so I feel shame or something in between, something like that, and that's not something I want to feel anymore. That is a blockage. Or another way to look at a blockage is there's somewhere where the thought pathways have not connected to where you want them to go. A lot of times we have, let's say, like we have a chain of thoughts that happens whenever we look at ourselves in the mirror. Our image in the mirror could be like, oh, I look at myself in the mirror, I automatically think, boom, I'm ugly. Boom, no one likes me. Boom, I'm gonna be alone. That order, somewhere in that order, these type of thoughts come into your head, and you feed into them. You feed them your emotion of sadness. You feed them your emotion of grief, and that makes them heavier, pulling you down. So it's harder for you to get out of there if you don't have the tools to get you out of there. Now, moving on, main thing that I like to talk about is changing your mindset, changing the way you are as a person, and that takes dedication. That takes you being able to determine what you're going to focus on and shoot straight forward. In order to do that, you need to have a passion. You need to have something that's important to you, and that takes you having the respect and the love for yourself to then respect yourself enough to put something towards, to put energy and respect and love towards something else outside of yourself if it's not inside of you. And then you can be able to take more energy from the universe and you can make even greater things. But most importantly is yourself first, because you cannot help others if you are not in check. If someone loves you, you'd want them to want you to be in check. Isn't that right? Vice versa. So I'm gonna help you guys out. Let's say you already know what you want. For me, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about me. So I have been antisocial for a better part of my life, and just social interaction, speaking to people has been hard for me and difficult. Not in just a literal like putting my thoughts into words, but also into like just getting myself to even open my mouth, because I could go talk to myself or I could talk to someone else that I'm really close with so easily, so flowingly, but then I can go to somewhere else and when I gotta talk to someone in public, and it's hard for me to speak. It's hard for me to be in flow and feel like I'm not anxious. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually want to speak to people. What that is a blockage. And me being on this journey of being a lover of the Gnostic texts, spiritual texts, all this stuff, and I wanted to teach this stuff, learn about it, and teach it. It does not make sense for me to just be so blocked off in so many aspects of my life. One of my goals is to be able to just go anywhere inside of myself, anywhere inside of this world, and feel at peace. So, in order to do that, one has to, these blockages, you have to get rid of those. Another way to think of those blockages, like I said, was just thought waves. Now, like I said, I want peace. This is my way of interpreting blockages and how I get past it. I want peace, right? I, the way I attain peace is by looking at the outside world and the inner world. I understand they are the same thing. I hold the belief that all is mind, the universe is mental. That means I can think anything into belief, into harmony, into reality. Now, this is something you have to build in yourself. You have to do a lot of soul searching and writing, journaling, and finding those reasons, and I guess like this building up the emotion behind what you feel. That's how you create core beliefs, and they're repeated over and over again. Now, this is what we're doing. We're creating a core belief. This is what I want people to do. I think the world would be a better place. People would be able to achieve what they want to achieve if they held the core belief that they won't let anything stop them. And the only way you can do that effectively, if you have the belief that you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure out, you know how to figure it out, and you have the tools to figure it out with you at all times. Then there's no reason for you to think, oh, there's something's blocking me here. Oh, and you have to understand, like, okay, this is a blockage. All right, this is a blockage. Only way you're able to do that is you have a goal, an aim for you to go towards. You can see, okay, this is not helping me get to my aim. I can look at this, cross-reference. All right, this does not add up. There's something that's going on right here. I need to do something. Now, let's go back. Let me give you an example of like what a blockage would be, how it looks. So let's say this, and I feel like the thing is you have to identify as your thought patterns. What thoughts you're going to be thinking every single time this blockage comes up. That takes some meditation, obviously, but if you're on this path, you already understand that. You take the meditation, right? This is how you use meditation. You go ahead and in the moment, you have to understand, okay, what did I just think that caused me to feel this way? You might not be able to do it all the time, but you have to take that, remember it. Remember what you said. Let yourself sit with that. Oh, I hate myself. Let's sit with that. Sit with that. Say it again. What did I just say? Say it again. Say it again. Then allow yourself, you sit there and meditate with that for a little bit. Maybe you take yourself out of the situation, walk away, and think about, what do I actually care about in my life? How does this relate? The thoughts are going to be coming to you. Oh shit, so like, if I tell myself I hate myself, and I have the ability to change my thoughts, there's no reason for me to be thinking stuff like this. I have to then change it. How do I change it? It would be as simple as opposite action. The law of polarity. All right. I'll take an example of it for myself. This isn't myself, but I mean another example. Like if you have like, let's say like, you're antisocial like I've been, and I'm still working through, but I've made lots and lots of headway, like phenomenal. Let's say like, all right, I don't want to talk to these people because they're gonna look at my teeth and be like, my teeth ugly. I don't want to open my mouth around people because I think my breath stink or some shit like that. So like, when you hold beliefs like that, it just holds you back, and there's no reason for that. Now, what you have to have is a good base level of thinking that is solidified by, and it's sturdy by like a lot of thoughts sitting on top of it that connect to it, and they all work in harmony. So let's say like your base, you have to have a good self-worth. It's good self-worth. Let's say that I believe that what I would do is to build the self-worth in myself to be able to believe that my teeth, it doesn't matter what people think about my teeth. I have to love myself. I love myself no matter how I am, and people should love me. People do love me for who I am. No matter how I look, no matter how my breath smells, no matter what I am. Like at my worst and at my best, people love me. I love myself at my worst and my best, and I love myself still. You know, the inner world and the outer world have to be in alignment for things to come, harmoniously. So, peacefully. I have that belief. Then, let's say in the moment, this is why you have to remember these things. You have to write these down. You have to affirm them so they come into your mind so that whenever, it's not always like they're going to do automatically. You have to sometimes bring it into your mind and remember that your job is to program your mind for success. Program your mind for success. You have the tools with you all the time. Can you think? Can you speak? Can you write? You have all of that. You're doing this. Let's say, like I said, like my first one is that I love myself and people love me unconditionally. Two, I try to speak to somebody, and I think my breath smells. Oh wait, hold up. Didn't I just say this? That doesn't matter what happens. People love me, and I love myself. Sit with that. Like I said earlier, sit with that. Say it over and over again. Sit with that. Allow that to just sit in your mind, your subconscious, and just you're gonna feel them thoughts bubbling up. You're gonna think, okay, if this is true, if what I just said is true, then this is true. Now it might take a little bit of soul searching to find the right one, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the chase. If your teeth, if I would suggest if you think your teeth fuck your whole chances of being able to talk to people, think about it like this: you are a amalgamation of thoughts, actions, people, your environment, your emotions, all of that, everything you've accomplished, everything you want to accomplish, every thought you've had, that makes up yourself. Your teeth are minuscule. Why would your teeth make such a big deal? Like, that's just a good way to think about it. And it's like, you know what? I'm tweaking. Let me just change that around. My teeth don't matter that much. And then you build up. Actually, I love my teeth. Actually, I love to speak to people. Actually, I love this. I love when people talk to me about this, and it builds up and it polarizes it more positive, more positive. You were in the negative when you were saying you hated your teeth and then talk to people because you were scared to talk to people because your teeth were ugly. Then you neutralized it when you said it doesn't matter. I love myself unconditionally. Then you positively charged that and added on even more positive charge to that thought pathway, that thought pattern, and then you go ahead and reinforce that. You reinforce it by every single time it comes up. You remember this is your mission to program your mind for success. You remember this is your mission to get yourself in the right mindset whenever negativity tries to get you down. You have the ability, the tools to do that, to get yourself in that moment. I want everybody to know that no matter what it is, you can. These blockages, it's 2022, got to be 2023. There's no reason for any of these blockages to be blocking any of us from our reasons for success. You get what I'm saying? We have the tools. That is the main thing that I want to express here, to get across. That's my way of dealing with the blockages and everything. And honestly, like, I do it positively because I want to. My goal is to be in harmony with the world and harmony with everyone around me. So I'm not gonna say fuck you to anyone else whenever I'm thinking about my mind. Whenever I'm changing thought patterns in my mind to be the way I want it to be, I'm always gonna try to find the most harmonious way of thinking. But that's where people's personality comes into play. You can have that personality to be like fuck you, and that could be you. But that's just me. Hope you guys enjoyed my whole spiel on how to be the happy version, not the sad version, the happy version of yourself. I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you guys have anything to say about what I was saying, maybe you had some insight, maybe it made you feel some type of way, maybe it made you think some type of way and it helped you out, please express that in the comments. Like and subscribe, dislike if you want to. We'll catch you in the next video. Remember guys, you are the masters of your reality. Have that heart of the bull and the might of the matador. We out.